Some workshop projects are just functional. They've got a job to do and they do it. This one, however, is pretty much solely for aesthetic purposes. But come on, that's half the fun of it, surely. If you aren't familiar with my workshop, it's tiny. As in, really tiny. As in, I can't even fit an 8-foot sheet of plywood in here without putting it diagonally. And even that is with the space completely empty. My workbench, therefore, is very basic. When I first made this workshop, I did it on a very limited budget and with limited space, decided just to use an 18mm sheet of OSB, which was attached onto a CLS stud-work frame. Now, don't get me wrong, it does the job. It's flat and it's strong, but with making the rest of my workshop look a little bit nicer, it was definitely letting the side down. So in this video, I'm going to put that right and give my workbench a little bit of a glow up. I'm starting by cutting the OSB walls where the bench meets them using a 9mm plywood spacer. This is so that the MDF top that I'm fitting can slide under and flush. I've got a few bits of epoxy and glue that need to be scraped off with an old chisel. I can then cut the piece to width and length using my track saw. I'll bring this in to test fit and I'll cut a small notch from the back right hand corner where my airline comes up through the workbench. With it fitting really well, I can now mark the front where it tapers in towards the door. Without that taper, the workbench will cover about a foot of the door frame. I'm going to be adding a face frame to the bench. So I'm using some pine board to make sure that the CLS frame is flush with the MDF and the OSB. The OSB was slightly protruding, so I used a flush trim bit on my router to trim it back. Because it was sitting so nice and flat when I test fitted it, I decided I would just glue this down with no need for any mechanical fixings. I measured the angle of the taper with an angle finder and then I set the table saw to cut the same angle to make a nice joint for the 2 pine pieces. I did this using the mitre fence, which actually worked quite well for such a basic one. I routed over the outer edges using my new lumberjack router table, which you might have seen in a previous video. This is a great bit of kit, and if you want to purchase any of the lumberjack tools, you can now get 5% off using the code RENODAN at lumberjacktools.co.uk. The dust extraction on this is a game changer if you're used to the mess of a handheld router. I then applied some India ink to the MDF, which I tested a few times to make sure it would look okay, and it turned out pretty well. I attached the face frame using glue and brad nails, making sure to keep it flush with the MDF top. I then applied what felt like 300 coats of Danish oil to the whole bench and added a little trim piece along the back as an upstand. Then, with the drawers and the drill press back on the bench, it was all done and looking so much better. So I've used this bench a few times now, and the Danish oil is doing a really good job of stopping it marking up too easily. And I'm much happier now that this workbench looks a little bit nicer. If you've enjoyed this video, please do subscribe to the channel. It's free to do so and it massively helps me out. My goal for this year is to hit 10,000 subscribers. So as always, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.